Sterling Heights, Michigan, outside of Detroit. Friends off the approaches. Johnny Petraglia on the left. Gary Dickinson, winner of 3 matches here today. And now they compete against one another for the $15,000 first prize.
And Petraglia really looks strong in the practice balls, Chris.
This man could win and be our first double winner of the tour this year. Oh, there we go, Bo.
The 4, 6, 7. We've seen it so far today 3 times. And that's when he just ease up a little bit from the channel and that ball breaks through very sharply. Actually, he crosses the old track area right up near the pocket and will not set up. Dickinson will just go for 9 on this shot. What an opening for Petraglia.
Righty against a lefty here. Sunnybrook Lane. All right. Now, in his customary green shirt from Staten Island, New York, we get a look today at 33-year-old Johnny Petraglia. 13 PBA titles, 15 years, member of the PBA. Look at that shot.
Say, one of the reasons I picked Petraglia is I watched him practice earlier, and I know the tournament leader has been losing, but on this particular pair of lanes, Johnny's ball just finished so well on the right-hand lane. Now, here's a picture of his style. He drops that left shoulder, and he's turned completely away from the pocket, which helps him play the outside line, much like Jay Robinson. And Johnny, just like the righties, is playing down that very outside edge board.
15-year career, first time he has a chance to win the PBA National. On the left knee, the left-hander from Staten Island, New York. He has a double.
Now, Petraglia, watch that left shoulder. It's great for that outside shot. He drops that shoulder way down. It's much below his right shoulder, but he closes it just as he gets to the foul line. He still leaves it down, which helps him play the gutter shot or the outside line.
So right back in the pocket now, in the right lane after an open. Gary Dickinson, winner of 3 games, striking the second.
Dickinson to the extreme outside line on the right-hand lane, throws his best shot of the day on this lane. Nice, easy roll, smooth into the pocket. The 2 players are both using rubber balls this week, Chris. Dickinson, the hard rubber ball, about 90 hardness. Petraglia, the softer one, in the high 70s.
So Dickinson has a double, the young man. Who was born north of Paris, Texas, now from Fort Worth.
When we talk about the hard ball and the soft ball, as all the folks at home know, the harder ball naturally has a harder outside shell. The softer ball, a little softer shell, and it'll bite the lane a little more.
Classic bowled Gary Dickinson in the semifinal game and lost as Gary went on to win his 7th PBA title. So this a rematch and looking away. Counting the stitches in the sole of his bowling shoe.
Petraglia had a little something in his left eye. He made a tremendous charge from down in the pack the last day, Chris, to take over the #1 spot. And remember, the tournament leader has only won 2 times this year. 10 losses and only 2 wins. Petraglia has a good lead, 21 pins.
All but the 7 on the left lane for Petraglia.
And an animated Petraglia ran that ball out about 3 lanes. Solid 7.
Well, we had some... Here's the way the shot looked and the result.
Watch the 4 pin, the second pin on the left-hand part of your screen, fly over the 7 pin. Wow, never had a chance. Tremendous power, not a good break.
We're in the Detroit area, which has produced a lot of great names in bowling. Joe Joseph, Billy Golombiewski, Bob Strampy, and so on down the line. We'll be back after this. Your winner of 3 matches coming into this PBA National Championship final game. Gary Dickinson. Down by 20.
After his first major title, first one in the Triple Crown. He's never won the U.S. Open, the National, or the Firestone. Trails by 20, double working, can cut the lead of Petraglia to 10.
Leaves the 10 pin on the right lane.
Same type of break that Petraglia had for the lefty. The righty left a solid 10, Petraglia the solid 7. It was a crucial spot in the match because now Petraglia has a 21-pin lead considering a conversion by Gary Dickinson. And there's Dickinson's two-finger shot we saw in the Miller High Life Open earlier in the year. He used to make all his spares.
All right, we're delighted at ABC Sports to be covering the PBA National Championship for the first time.
That two-finger shot has its advantage. It takes the roll off the ball and doesn't allow the wrist to break in behind it, and it makes it easier. We say with spares, you just have to touch the pin. You don't have to overpower it. Strike ball, you can use power and accuracy. On spares, just accuracy.
On the left lane now. That was really outside.
Chris Dickinson's got his act together. He's using a lot of turn and hook on the left lane and straight at him on the right.
Listen to the hobbies of John Petraglia: karate, reading, golf, and gymnastics. On the right lane, John Petraglia. Sooner or later, right, 4-7.
Brush the foul line, just let the ball get away from him. Leaves the 4-7 cutting through very sharply, almost breaks it down. Look at this pin come across, almost knocks out the 4 and the 7. Doesn't get the 7. Petraglia will go for it.
Ever so thin. Razor-sharp shot, just a little too thin. So this is how he reacted.
Actually, he'd have made the 4-6-10 if he had left it up there. He slid that so clean. What a tremendous try. Disappointing. But he still has the lead. 8 pins. We're halfway through the final match in bowling's second term of the Triple Crown, the National Championship.
Average 250.5 on this championship pair. That's more like it. Or John Petraglia.
John throws the power ball, and he reacts to this light hit. Just rips him up. He expected it. Give it a little body English. Dickinson, who hasn't led at any time in the match, can now take the lead if he can strike here. He has a strike working, can take a 2-pin lead.
And we're in the 6th frame of this championship match. There you have it. Who just joined us? Dickinson won the first match over Sam Zurich, 186-185. His second over John Denton, 220-216. And then eliminated Jay Robinson, 242-214.
This match takes on two aspects, Chris. Not only two great champions, Petraglia could be the first man in over 10 years to win the Triple Crown. Dickinson, the first man this year to win 2 PBA titles. Both great champions, 2-pin lead, 7th frame.
Boy, he's strung 3 now here in this pressure-packed final game. Live coverage from Sterling Heights, Michigan.
Now watch him run this one out. He knows it's light. He knows it's a power shot, and he now has a 12-pin lead. Petraglia could once again cut into it, cut it to 2. Well, Petraglia had his back to the wall, Chris. He threw his best shot. He's a tremendous competitor.
But you reach down and come up with those shots, Bo, you champions.
You have to trust your swing, trust your guts. 2 gutty players, 2 tremendous champions going heads up for a major title. Petraglia can take the lead again with another strike.
Slight wobble, not enough.
Petraglia really turned that ball over. He wanted that one. He sent it real wide right to the edge, and it didn't quite. Look how wide this ball is on the very last board, 15 feet from the pocket. Doesn't quite get the break. Gets a 9 count out of it. Could have been worse.
But methodically covers the 3 and marks with a spare in the 8th frame